We have a podcast, our Afterwards podcast, where in the Afterwards podcast, we can get a little bit more risque.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, do I just tell them the story? And then I thought about different ways of how to tell you this story. So I'm just going to try to tell it to you. And maybe afterwards we can go, this should have gone on the podcast. So, you know the movies, like when someone's in a coma in the hospital and then their loved one's there and then they're like, come on, Billy, come out of it. And then you see the camera like zooms in on their fingers and their fingers like start to move a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know, like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want you guys to try this, okay? Take your fingers like you're coming out, like you're just barely moving, right? And move them slowly, and then move them like faster, like you just come out alive. Like you're, oh my God, look, his finger's alive. He's moving. Move them fast, okay? So you're moving them like you're playing the piano now. You're playing the piano with one hand, all right? Okay, remember that motion. Went to get a massage yesterday. And my body hurt because I did the Peloton, I did yoga, and I lifted weights. I think I did too much the day before, so my whole body hurt. And also I found myself in this time where I was like, it was 3 o'clock, I'm home, nothing was going on. So I said to my wife, to go get her nails done, I said, can I go get a massage? She was like, go ahead. So I called up that one place I told you guys about that I've gone to before with my wife, right? Mm-hmm. It's, you walk into the place, looks like a medical facility. Everyone's wearing like medical gowns, masks, all that stuff, right?
This is the place with the same type of massage that Khloe Kardashian talked about with the water around the bum hole.
They do. They give you a table massage at the end, right? And it's like, it seems like I always feel that it's going to be an illegal massage, but it's not.
It's where they bathe you too?
Yeah, at the end they give you a table massage.
Yeah.
So I go into the place. I pay the credit card. I swipe, right, and they ask you for the tip in the beginning, which is weird because I'm like, well, what if I don't know if I like the whatever? So whatever, I give them a tip, and then I go. The lady walks me in the room, and there's the tables there. The table's in there with and you know the hole where your face goes, and then there's I've never seen this before. Maybe it's because it's February, but there's all these roses, long stem roses on the massage table. And the lady leaves, and I'm like, I got to move the roses. So I move the roses, and there's like this little, like a pillowcase, an empty pillowcase. That's what I'm supposed to cover my butt with, right? So I lay down, put my face in the hole, put this thing over my butt cheeks to cover my butt, which is small. Normally you go to a place, it's a whole sheet.
Yeah.
Or you get in the sheet, right? So I lay down. She comes walking in, and she's like, I know English, no English, no English. And she goes like, thumbs up for okay, everything. And I'm like, okay. So she immediately moves the pillowcase. So I'm laying there naked, and she starts to massage me deep.
So awkward.
It's so awkward.
Yeah.
And she starts to massage my butt cheeks, my legs, my feet, and gives me the most incredible, serious massage ever. Like, it's fantastic. My body hurts, and it hurts. She's deep tissue, and she looks like the Asian version of my tia Rosita. Okay, so she's got to be late 60s or so, right? And she's deep tissue, and she's fantastic. And then
Oh my gosh.
she starts to touch my butt cheeks, and then I think by mistake she kind of goes like in the crack with my butt crack with her fingers, like I was telling you. Well, you guys were moving your fingers. She goes in my butt crack like that.
She's playing the piano on your butt crack?
In the crack, like that, right? I'm like, oh, hey, hello, right? I give it like a hello, and I'm like, okay, is that a mistake? Is that a mistake? So immediately I like perk up, like all of a sudden I'm doing a yoga pose. Whoop.
You're like, penny in the middle.
Squeezing
the penny.
Right? So she does it in there like that. Like, okay, that might have been a mistake. Then she goes from my ankle all the way up to my leg, all the way up. She keeps going up. And I'm like, oh yeah. And then she goes up again up there like that. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, it feels so good, right? And then I'm like, is this going to be an illegal massage? Is this it? Is this finally it? Oh my God, I'm going to get an illegal massage from my Aunt Rosita. And I'm like, oh God, no,
yeah.
I'm not in the mood.
Oh, you thought
just
about that?
But because she looks exactly like my Aunt Rosita, just from Asia.
But you weren't like kind of excited? Like, you've always wanted this before.
Yeah, but I wasn't in the mood. I was my whole body wasn't, but it felt fantastic. So then she puts her fingers there, it's like, you know, she's doing the, and she's just doing the. Now it's not an accident. She's just
She's
got her
just
fingers.
focused on your crack.
She's got her hands in there. She's that one finger's in the tip of the butthole. She's full on playing the piano. She's doing Mozart, right? And now that my natural instinct is like my butt cheek is in the air. I'm in the air now. Like, yeah, I'm like doing a yoga pose. Like my face is in that hole in the table.
You're like
my
a
butt's in
worm.
there. Yeah, it's up like that. And she's massaging the inside of my leg. And she is not touching anything private, anything sexual
Except your crack.
except my butt crack. And she's just, that's it. And I'm like, so then it's like, and it was amazing, right? And I keep thinking of Khloe Kardashian, how she talked about that on the Kardashians,
Yes.
right? So then it's time for my table shower. I take the sheet
Which
wrapped around my
happens
waist.
at massage places everywhere.
She walks me. She holds my hand, walks me down the hallway, and puts me into this
And
room.
you're just holding the little tiny sheet.
Holding the sheet around my waist. I walk down this hallway, and there's a big, huge, framed, like one of those framed pictures, but it's like 3D picture of the Last Supper.
Okay.
Right? And then I go into this room, and there is a pool flotation device, and I lay down on it, and she gets a hose with the shower. She washes me down. She takes shampoo and soap, and she scrubs my whole body, doesn't touch the private parts, and scrubs my whole body down, shampoos me. I flip over. She puts a little towel over my junk, shampoos my whole body down except for the junk. Then when I'm done, she tells me to stand up, and I put my arms out like I'm a mid-jumping jack, freezing, frozen like a jumping
towel?
jack. She takes a towel, and she dries me from behind and dries me all the way around, puts it around my waist, takes my hand, walks me down back into my room, closes the door, and says, thank you, and I get dressed. Isn't that the craziest thing? I call my wife. Guess what? I almost got the happy ending. She's like, what do you mean? My wife's been there before, and they've done the same thing to her. So it must be some cultural thing that I don't get. I'm fascinated by it, and it's so amazing. And then she tells me her name's Coco. I don't think her name's Coco.
You didn't believe her?
I don't believe her name's Coco.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Does I guess you probably don't want to Google search. that
I
kind
have
of
many
massage.
times. I have many times.
Like what that is?
Oh, no, not what the hand gesture is,
Oh.
but just that type. Like, is that something in the culture? I just don't get it, and I'm so grateful for it.
You feel
'Cause
better?
I was going to call my friend who's a cop and say, man, what's the line here? You know, like, because I want to go back every day because it's amazing.
Yes. Like I would feel so awkward and uncomfortable the entire
Yep.
time.
I even made a TikTok video right when I got out of there because I couldn't believe it. If you go, my TikTok
Is the place busy? Is there a lot of people that go?
I don't know. You never really see anybody.
Oh.
I wonder if you could hear it if I did this on TikTok, if I played it off my phone. Because this shows. I just got a massage, and during the massage, the lady grazed my butthole, and I was like, "Whoa!" She just touched my butthole, and then she touched my butthole again, and I was like, "Wow!" It felt fantastic. Yeah, I got 10,000 views on that already. It was unbelievable. I highly recommend it. I don't know, Khloe Kardashian. Thank you for being a leader and opening the doors for other people like us.